Hi there, my name's Pete Wedderburn, or Pete the Vet as I'm usually called. This is my cat Spin. Now, I'm recording this video especially for Kate Draper and for Sacred Heart School in Drogheda. Kate asked me to do this a little while and I haven't been getting around to it. And what happened just now was that Spin, this cat, sat on my keyboard. I had work to do, I've got some writing deadlines I have to meet. But Spin said to me, in his purring language, he said, "Pete, Kate wants you to do that video, so you better do it." And he wouldn't budge, so I said, "Alright, Spin, I'll do it." So Kate, how are you? I'm delighted that you're so concerned about animal welfare. I'm delighted that you're going to do what action you can to help animal welfare in Ireland. There's a big problem still with people's general attitude to animals. I know and you know that animals are sentient creatures who have emotions and feelings and sensations just like we do. But unfortunately, those feelings are often disregarded and animal cruelty is the result. The positive thing is that a new animal wealth and welfare bill is about to be published in Ireland, and that is going to give extra protection to animals. It's the first big change in legislation for over 100 years, and what it means is that for the first time, not only will it be illegal to be cruel to animals, but it will be illegal not to look after them properly. Now that sounds like a subtle difference, but it makes a huge difference to the implementation of the law. You see, at the moment, if somebody had a dog and they never took it out and they never took it for a walk, nothing could be done about it. But under the new law, you're obliged to care for the physical health and the psychological health of your pet. So if you've got a dog and you never take it for a walk, and obviously it needs to be taken for a walk now and again, and if you just keep it locked up in the yard all the time in a small space, then it can be strongly argued that you're not caring for its behavioural needs, and that would be against the law. So the new legislation will give animal welfare groups much greater capacity to deal with neglect of animals, and that's really positive. So that's one good thing. Another good thing is that the general trend in Ireland is for our care of animals to improve rather than disimprove, and perhaps the best example for that is the stray dog situation. Now 20 years ago there were over 25,000 dogs being put down every year just because they weren't wanted, and these dogs went to Irish dog pounds, they waited for 5 days, which they have to do under the law, and then they were put down. Nowadays the numbers come down from over 25,000 to less than 5,000. It's still too many. We should still be putting down maybe less than 1,000 a year. You know, there are some dogs maybe that have got very aggressive tendencies, or maybe there are health issues, reasons why unfortunately they can't be allowed to live. But that number should be much lower than 5,000. It should be significantly less than 1,000. So we're carrying on working towards that goal. How do we achieve that goal? The first thing is we're telling everybody to spay and neuter their pets, so there are no more unwanted puppies that end up in dog pounds. The second thing is we're telling people don't buy pedigree dogs. Instead of that, go to a local animal rescue group and get a rescue animal, and that way people will produce less pedigree dogs to be sold, and that will also help reduce the numbers. And I think the third thing is just to be aware of what's involved in taking on a pet when you take on a puppy. A lot of dogs that end up in pounds are dogs that were taken on as puppies, and then when they get to be adult dogs, maybe a year or 2 years of age, people give up on them because they can't cope. So the message is to tell people, look, you must be sure that you can keep a dog before you take one on. It's a big commitment. It's a lifetime commitment. It's 10 to 15 years, and you have to be able to cope with that. Isn't Spin a lovely cat? He's my favourite cat at the moment. He's just so good-natured. He just likes to purr and purr and purr. And the only problem with him is that he loses a lot of fur. So when he sits on me, I get covered in his hair, and that's always a bit upsetting. I can cope with that. Anyway, I hope you're watching the new series of Animal A&E. It's on every Tuesday evening at 7:30. So look in for that. And I hope you watch Ireland AM on Wednesday mornings too. You're probably at school then, so you probably can't. But that's on sometime between 9 and 10 usually. Maybe teacher will let you watch that in class once in a while, just to keep you up to date with animal welfare stuff. Look, I'm delighted that you're so enthusiastic about animal welfare. So the best of luck, Kate, and maybe I'll meet you one of these days. Myself and Spin have to go now, so I'll talk to you again. Bye.